Now we're in James chapter 4, verse 17. Reading from the King James Bible, quote, "Therefore to him that knoweth to do good, and doeth it not, to him it is sin," unquote. Reading from the ESV, quote, "So whoever knows the right thing to do and fails to do it, for him it is sin," unquote. The Young's Literal Translation, quote, "To him then, knowing to do good, and not doing, sin it is to him," unquote. Alright, so let's parse this out in the Greek. Therefore, to him that knoweth. Defining the Greek word for him that knoweth, it means to know, to perceive. Let's parse this out. It is written in the perfect tense, which corresponds to the English perfect. Describes an action which is viewed as having been completed in the past, once and for all, and not needing to be repeated. The active voice or you, and the participle mood, which means you can put an ed or ing at this. So, therefore to him that knew, knowed, and so knew. Continuing on, to do. Let's look at the Greek word for that. Present tense, so now. Active voice, you. Infinitive mood, which is the same as our infinitive, so you can put a to in front of it. So it is already there. Therefore, to him that knew to do good and doeth. Let's look at the English word for doeth. Right in the present tense, active voice, so that's you. Participle mood, you can put a to in front of it. Doeth it not. To him it is. So let's look at the parsing of it is. In the Greek, it's present tense, so now. Indicative mood, so it's stated in fact. Sin. So let's look at John Gill's commentary now. Quote, "Therefore to him that knoweth to do good," unquote. This may regard not only the last particular of referring all things to the will of God, the sovereign disposer of life and all events, which some might have the knowledge of in theory, though they did not practice according to it, but all the good things the apostle had exhorted to, and the contrary to which he had warned from in this epistle, and suggests that a Gnostic, or one that knows the will of God, in the several branches of it, revealed in his word, quote, "And doeth it not, to him it is sin." It is a greater sin, it is an aggravated one, it is criminal in him that is ignorant of what is good, and does that which is evil, nor shall he escape punishment, but it is much more wicked in a man that knows what is right and good, and ought to be done, and does it not. But that which is evil, and his condemnation, will be greater. See Luke chapter 12, verse 47. Reading from the King James Bible, quote, "And that servant which knew his Lord's will, and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes," unquote. Continuing on, the omission of a known duty, as well as the commission of a known sin, is criminal. Now this ends John Gill's commentary on James chapter 4, verse 17. This verse is very plain, and if you're a parent, you really get this. Or if you're a young teenager, you remember those child days, you get this. This is a plain verse. You can try to argue this away if you're in sin, or you're very worldly and boastful, like I used to be. You can try to boast this away, like, well, but I worked hard for that. I should be able to take pride in my work and all that good stuff. This is talking about taking pride in you, not giving God any glory whatsoever, but your ego is so large that maybe it's bigger than the state of, Texas. But they're not talking about you not being happy with the things God's blessed you, but it is talking about you taking credit for everything without even giving God anything at all in his blessings to you. This ends James chapter 4. May God richly bless you as you continue your studies in discovering the Scriptures and the Word.